We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. Cody might. Oh, Cody's countering. Nope. Here comes Gunther. Oh my God, look at this mess. No, this is it. It's over. It's over. It's over. Holy shit. No way. Holy shit. No way they did it. What? No way. Sami's champion? Holy oh my God. No. They let it happen. They did it. Finally. Sami, you're champ. Sami Zayn is champion. What? Finally. Wow. I'm in shock too, man. Bravo for WWE to finally pull the damn trigger and allow Sami Zayn to be the rightful champion he deserved to be all this freaking time. It's been so long since people wanted him to be a champion, and they finally pulled it off. They finally had allowed him to do it. Wow, I did not see this coming. I honestly wanted Gunther because it seemed like they would have pulled the trigger there, or Cody. Never did I see this happening. Bravo, WWE. Bravo, you did it. You're giving Sami a chance to be champion. I applaud you for that, and I hope it pays off. I honestly do. This is amazing. Amazing. And you did it with his people. You did it with his people too. I have goosebumps for him. This is a beautiful image right here. Him and his people celebrating as champ. Amazing. This is amazing. Bravo. Ooh, a little heel, Cody. Yeah. Seriously, no one else. If someone can tell me in the comments who thought Sami will become champ, by all means, put your hand up, because I don't think anyone will. Good for Sami. I'm happy for him. He deserves this. He deserves to be champ. And he finally got it. After so many years. Bravo, WWE. You toyed with us. You got us. Wow. Amazing. Good job. Wow. I know. I don't believe it either, man. Beautiful. Good job, WWE. And say it, Sami. Say it. Here you go, people. He's the freaking champ. Sami Zayn is your new WWE champion, and he deserves it. Yes. Celebrate with your people, Sami. All the Usos, all the freaking hits by freaking KO, all the denies. This moment is yours, Sami. It is all yours, and you deserve it so. Sami, let's go. Welcome, everybody, guys, to the Tea Drop, where the brew is strong, and there's lots to talk about. Big drop today. We're going to talk about Night of Champions, because they crowned a new champion in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. A king gave away his throne 24 hours later. A queen won her crown, then got jumped for it. And SmackDown put Cody Rhodes right back in the title picture 9 days after he lost it. There's a lot to question here, so strap in. Let's get into this drop. June 27th. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the Undisputed WWE Championship on the line. Cody Rhodes, defending champion. Gunther, the Ring General, and Sami Zayn, the underdog. 10 years in the making. And here's the finish. And I want you to be precise about this, because it matters for the whole conversation we are about to have. This match was ridiculous, I have to say. It was amazing. I didn't expect this, and I don't think anyone else did either. I was genuinely shocked that this happened, because I never in a million years thought they were going to pull that trigger. Like, I thought they effed up the count. That's how we are set in this world. We didn't know this was going to happen, and we thought they set the world. They brainwashed us. Oh my God. No. Sami Zayn is champion. What? Finally. I don't know how many times I said that. It's hilarious. Wow. I'm in shock too, man. Bravo for WWE to finally pull the damn trigger and allow Sami Zayn to be the rightful champion he deserved to be all this freaking time. It's been so long since people wanted him to be a champion, and they finally pulled it off. They finally had allowed him to do it. Wow, I did not see this coming. I honestly wanted Gunther, because it seemed... I did predict in a previous video that Gunther to win. I honestly felt Cody was going to lose the belt. I just didn't know it was going to be this way. I honestly legit thought it was Gunther. The way we're at
like
now is why.
Or Cody. Never
That's a crazy move right here. The triple, sorry, not triple, the double.
did I see this happening. Bravo, WWE. Bravo, you did
Sammy
it.
with this pull-up.
You're giving Sammy a chance to be champion. I applaud you for that, and I hope it pays off. I honestly do. This is amazing. Amazing. And you did...
Anyway, let's continue because I was genuinely shocked. But regardless, Sammy became champ, right? The new champ is the man Sammy who put down the champion Cody Rhodes. Gunther was in the match. Gunther was a threat throughout the night, without a doubt. But Gunther thankfully didn't get pinned. It doesn't hurt him whatsoever in the years to come. Sami Zayn is now the first wrestler of Arab descent to hold the WWE Championship, and some of the newsletters, even on Arab news sites, is calling him the first Arab Muslim world champion in company history. He is a son of a Syrian parent from the city of Homs, and he won it in Riyadh, which in front of for the most part, a full Muslim crowd, which is just resonates the crowd even more and gets them even more excited. Before anyone drops about the Iron Sheik in the comments, I already know what you're gonna say. The Sheik was Persian. He was born, based on records, he was born on Tehran. He's Iranian, not Arab. Completely different heritage. That gimmick fooled a lot of people for 40 years, but that receipt holds. So be wary how you comment in the chat, please, because Sami Zayn is the first Arab man to carry this title. This is officially a generational moment, and I'm not going to undersell it at all. Now, a few things can be happening at the same time. Sammy winning was a great moment, and the way it went down leaves a lot of questions about, because when Sammy pinned Cody, the defending champion, this guy, and left Gunther pissed off because he didn't get the opportunity, who, by the way, Gunther has been spending months building himself as an unstoppable monster, unfortunately walks away without getting the title. But that's fine, because at least he didn't get pinned and made him look weaker. So that's very important. Cody, for some reason, he's so over that he can take a pin. He's been eating pins all of 2025. I guess it's going to happen in 2026 as well. Nobody in that finish came out stronger except Sammy, though. And the follow-up had better justify it, I would say. And to Sammy's credit, though, the promo the following Friday, where is the following Friday? The promo he did the following Friday landed. He walked in as champion, head up, and said, "I've been booed for 6 months. Those same people wanted this. I could be petty, but I'm a good guy." And he's still selling the good guy gimmick, even though it feels like he still has a little heel in him, but whatever, it still works. He ended up saying, and now I'm your champion. And that's his character, I guess, going forward for the next couple of weeks or even months. Who knows? But that's exactly who Sami Zayn is. So let me ask you something, and you feel free to write in the comments. If we're not calling this the pin both, the pin heavy face champ, what is the legacy here? Here's what I want to land on when it comes to this. Sami Zayn pinned the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Champion in a triple threat on a premium live event to win his first world title after a decade in the damn company, which is a damn shame. He won the NXT title, but he's never won a main roster top belt. He's done mid-card titles, but he's never won the big one. You don't need to inflate that with a fake stat. The real story is enough. This is a guy who has who was re-signed, repackaged, buried, and rebuilt more times than almost anyone on the roster. And he finally finished the climb by pinning probably one of the most top guys right now on the roster, Roman Reigns aside, because I know a lot of you want Roman Reigns to always be on the top because... Acknowledge me! Yeah, that. So that's the receipt that actually holds up when it comes to this. He beat the champion. That's all that matters. Not a shared ring with two champions. He beat the man. Here's where it's going to get interesting, because a win like this only means as much as the reign that follows it, which here we are. The reign that follows it. A great moment and a great reign are two different things when it comes to being a champion. And right now, WWE's booking is telling us which one this is going to be based on what's happened the past week. Because 9 days after Sammy won it,
They put Cody Rhodes right back in line for it. Fair enough. He has a rematch clause, I guess. But, you know, WWE knowing WWE, sometimes they say they have a rematch clause, sometimes they don't. Maybe, maybe not. Make up your mind. Can we write in a freaking Bible of what you can do as a champion or defending champion? Please, WWE. Because I don't like that every other year we're changing the rules. But whatever. That's your company, not mine. Just letting you know. It's freaking annoying. Anyway, he's back in line for it, and that is going to change how we can read this entire thing. Because, you know what? Hold that thought. We're going to come back to it. Let's instead go with something else. I want to ask a little bit of an uncomfortable question. And I want to be fair while I ask it, because it's been going around online. People have been pissed about it. People giving shit about it. So we might as well talk about it. It's an annoying elephant in the room. Sami Zayn, a man of Arab Syrian descent, wins the WWE Championship in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, in front of a Saudi crowd on a Saudi show. Let me ask you something. Was this moment built for that room? Or was it built for the fans who've been waiting a decade to see Sami on top? Because it could be both. Both things can be true. That crowd popping for Sami in Riyadh was real. It was special. And representation on that stage is important because, well, in the timing and the location make you wonder whether this was a moment designed to play in that building on that night more than the start of a long-term reign for the American audience that had been chanting for Sami since NXT Black and Gold. When it comes to me, though, my honest take, American fans wanted Sami Zayn as champion just as long, arguably maybe even longer than the Riyadh crowd did. The ole, ole, ole chant, you know, ole, 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 ole. That chant didn't start in Saudi Arabia. Honestly, it didn't even start in WWE NXT. It started when he was in the Indies. It started in the armories, in bingo halls, in front of a few hundred people. So if the plan is give the Marks their feel-good pop in Riyadh, then quietly transition the belt back to Cody before we hit a major US stadium at SummerSlam, that's going to be the part that stings for me. Because in what world do you give Sami the biggest moment of his career and then start the countdown clock the same damn week? I know he's a defending champ, but does it have to be this obvious what may happen? That's the question, and the booking on SmackDown gave us the answer we didn't want. Now, I'm gonna be fair, because why not? I'll be fair, because let's go to the other side. Riyadh shows are where WWE plants its biggest moments now. We had now 2 Royal Rumble moments. Now we had the Sami moment. We had the Crown Jewel moment. We had a few moments going on there. Don't be surprised at WrestleMania 43. They're going to try to do something even huger. At the end of the day, that's just the business when it comes to them. And a title change in Saudi Arabia is not automatically a knock. You could argue, given Sami that stage, that crowd, that cultural weight, is the company treating the moment as a bigger, not smaller? Both things can be on the same table when it comes to this new reign. But what I will give WWE credit for is this. They picked the one guy whose win in that building carried a meaning no other name on the roster probably could, besides Roman Reigns. We have to put Roman Reigns up here, right up there, because you have to
acknowledge me.
And you know, he's the
tribal chief around here. Yeah, you see me, the tribal chief. That's right.
So he's separate. But after him, in that crowd, Sami Zayn's up there. And that's why it was deliberate. And it was powerful at the end of the day. I just need the reign for him to prove it. And to prove it wasn't only about that room in that moment. So whatever they're planning with this, I know Cody did beat Jey Uso on SmackDown to become the #1 contender again. Honestly, did we really need it? I thought, again, the whole rematch clause, I guess the rematch clause doesn't work. Like, they pick and choose their poison. If someone can tell me what's the latest status of rematch clause, I would appreciate it in the chat. Now, on the women's side, and this is where I've got a book and bone to pick. And I had it even before I did the prediction video. I knew Io was going to win. There's no way they were going to give Liv Morgan 2 wins in a year for Saudi Arabia. But hey, who knows? You never know. But they did the right call. I feel it's just how we got here is what annoys me. At Night of Champions, Io Sky won the Queen of the Ring, defeating Liv Morgan, who is the current reigning women's world champion on Raw. They were both finalists in the Queen of the Ring for this year, and she won. She did a over the moonsault clean. She pinned the champion to earn a shot at the champion at SummerSlam in Minnesota. Now, here's my problem though. Let me ask you something. What was the point of running Liv Morgan all the way through Queen of the Ring bracket if the payoff is just Io versus Liv again at SummerSlam? You just show me Io beat Liv clean also on June 27, which was the event. And now you want me to buy back into the same exact match 5 weeks later? When the hell is that the most interesting version of this story? You had a bracket, a whole tournament. You could have put a fresh, threatening challenger in that Night of Champions final against Io. Somebody Io hasn't run through yet. Somebody who makes me or any fan of Io nervous for the outcome. And save Liv for a slow burn program between the beginning of Night of Champions all the way to SummerSlam. But instead we got the SummerSlam main event spoiled at Night of Champions. I doubt it'll be a main event, but it'll be one of the top cards of that night. You would hope. As always, that's predictable booking, and predictable is the enemy of must-see television. And then Raw doubled down on the contradiction. Yeah, that's the word to say. Raw doubled down on the contradiction the very next 2 nights, Monday. Judgment Day, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne Perez laid Io out flat, like destroyed her. Full on beatdown, pissed off Liv Morgan for losing that opportunity, trying to get 2 belts because she's a greedy ass woman heel. And then she goes full on lock on fucking Io and takes her out. Like, look at this. Look at this. I mean, I guess this is the better way to give me a program willing to pay attention to, given that we already had the crap talk. I guess now we're going to do 5 weeks of beatdown to, I don't know. Where does that make sense as a follow-up to winning Queen of the Ring? You just pinned the champion clean on a PLE. 48 hours later, you're flat on your back getting stomped by the faction. I don't know. You're not building, in my opinion, the challenger. You're pretty much deflating her before the rematch even gets going. Now, where I get on this is that I get the intent. Keep Liv's heat hot as heel, keep the number game alive, make the crowd desperate for Io to overcome the odds at SummerSlam. That's going to be the design for the next couple weeks. But here's the fits. If you must run Io versus Liv again, then the road there has to add a new wrinkle, right? Maybe a stipulation, or even a stolen moment. A betrayal inside the Judgment Day. Maybe either Roxanne or Raquel betray Liv Morgan at the last minute during that SummerSlam match. Something. Give me a reason this isn't just a similar layout as the June 27 match with a bigger banner behind it. A few things can happen at the same time when it comes to this match. Io versus Liv can be a great match again. And running it twice in 5 weeks with the results already shown might be a creative miss they need to cover for, and fast. So we'll see how this match works out. I am really hoping they just make it interesting. Maybe there's a little fracture in the Judgment Day. There's been signs of that maybe happening, but hopefully it becomes more apparent. It makes Liv more nervous, or maybe she's too confident to notice and it just happens to her anyway. We'll see. But that's that future setup for the next couple of weeks. Now let's talk about Oba Femi. You know Oba Femi. He's the King of the Ring that gave that crown away. He beat Jey Uso in the King of the Ring final. The ruler has a crown! And every person watching, me included, had the same thought. Oba Femi challenges for the WWE title at SummerSlam, or more specifically, the World Champion. We would have a Roman Reigns versus Oba Femi. Now, some people say, well, it's too early, he can wait, and so on and so forth. Then, well, we could have set this story up differently, right? But that's what felt that the tournament was building to. And it felt apparent because, they had the whole crap talk, trash talk at the WrestleMania 42 post show on night 2 between Oba Femi and Roman Reigns. So it looked like it was setting up. Usually that type of setup, when they do that, it's going to happen in the coming months. If they're saying to us now, oh, it might happen at WrestleMania 43, are we seriously waiting a year for this? I don't know. I'm a little confused about that. If that's the case, honestly, there was talks about Oba Femi losing throughout the tournament via Brock Lesnar interfering. That would have been a better result, because now you give a reason why he gets eliminated. And maybe if everyone was against Jey Uso being champ, then fine. Put Jey Uso somewhere else, or give us another contender to go against Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes if Jey Uso wasn't wanted by the people. But again, WWE knows best, because what do we know? They tell us all the time, just sit down, shut up, and enjoy the damn show. But anyway, he won the King of the Ring crown, and then on the next following Raw, Brock Lesnar returns. You know, that big old man. He returns with Paul Heyman by his side. Femi pretty much ate a low blow and an F5 as payback for weeks of trash talk. Apparently the reason, and this is the reason Brock Lesnar returned, because Paul Heyman came with Brock Lesnar, but Brock Lesnar didn't need Paul Heyman to talk for him. Paul Heyman ended up just giving the mic to Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar talked. He did his own promo, proof that he can do promos without Paul Heyman. And their reason why he came back is the fact that even after his loss, Oba Femi's loss at Clash in Italy, he kept trash talking about Lesnar, and Lesnar was not happy about it. So I came back to F5 you, low blow you, and I'll see us at SummerSlam if you're bold enough. And they did. See, you could have done that, but still kick him out of the King of the Ring. He can always win the King. He is so young. Oba Femi is so young. He could have won King of the Ring anytime in the future. He didn't need to win it now. It is what it is. It's already too late for that. Just a little more intelligent booking would have been nice, but it is what it is. Anyway, so like I said, he walked out. He did the low blow F5 due to the damn trash talk. And as Lesnar walked up the ramp, Oba got up, grabbed the mic, and challenged Brock to a third match at SummerSlam. But obviously, because it's the third of a series, we gotta end it big. So the stipulation came up that it's gonna be Hell in a Cell, which both Oba and Lesnar agreed to. Femi confirmed to Adam Pearce after, though, that backstage, and this is, as for us at least, based on how the dialogue went, this is how most of us are seeing it at this point. Whether it changes because some people will say, oh, you didn't read between the lines, whatever. Based on the clear out dialogue, it's Oba Femi voluntarily forego his guaranteed world title opportunity. And he wrote, for now. Let me ask you something. How does giving up the King of the Ring title shot make the tournament mean more going forward? By doing that, you just pretty much spat on the tournament that was already weak as it is in its recent incarnation, with this fatal four-way first round, then go down to 2 and all one-on-one matches and so forth. It was already a weak tournament that didn't give enough breathing room to show how talent can work. Not only that, is that way, or the way that you make these contenders do almost as close to a gauntlet match, because they're pretty much in one pay-per-view going through multiple matches to become this King of the Ring. It becomes like a whole fight to earn this title. How else can you build up someone so great as a contender without that kind of thought process? By putting them going through that Gulag type of challenge is what helps them get over. But WWE thinks that's not the case anymore. Regardless, this just told everyone the prize was a title shot, and then the winner just handed it back. If it's a creative contradiction in my point of view, and it's going to matter when we look back at this when it comes to the booking. But, you know, I'm not going to say Femi's wrong as a character to do that. Lesnar beat him at Clash at Italy. You don't forget that. The emotional logic is real when it comes to these two. Femi said he'll take his title shot whenever he wants, according to him. Sure, whatever. That's, at this point, he's basically going to become a star, declaring his own timeline going forward. He's going to be a la Roman Reigns. Roman has done similar things in the past. That's somebody fighting for his spot without asking for it. But yeah, that's what we're getting. Now, what I will give this story credit for is that image. Femi getting up off the mat after the F5 and issuing a challenge himself. Star-making moment. Now we're getting a Hell in a Cell in Minneapolis at the US Bank Stadium, right? That's the stadium they're doing it at. Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar, match number 3. Hopefully the final one for real this time. That match, I'm going to tell you, and that structure can make Oba Femi look like a future champ of this entire company if done right. And if it's booked right, story-wise, not just in the match, getting there. You book it right, you make him look great in that cell, and then by doing that, and then even before that, when he said, I'll take my title shot whenever I want, will have a better cash-in for something huge on the other side of SummerSlam, if done correctly. But if it doesn't work out the way correctly, this whole detour was a waste of a crown. And people will complain about it. You'll look at X the next day and people say it wasn't worth it. But anyway, now we come back to SmackDown. We will come back to SmackDown because that's where we get to this. Now, SmackDown was pre-recorded because of the 4th of July weekend, but it was broadcast still on July 3rd, and it was from Atlantic City. And here's where I'm going to get a little suspicious, because Adam Pearce, acting as GM, books a #1 contender match. Winner faces Sami on Raw in Chicago the following week. What? Okay. Already we're making our champ be a fighting champ. I don't remember Roman nor Cody. I mean, Cody did it, but Roman hasn't done it. Cody barely does it, but not this soon. And why on Raw, by the way? Why isn't he defending it on SmackDown and give SmackDown a little boost in ratings? Why we got to push it to Raw? Anyway, so they'll face, whoever wins this will face Sami in Chicago. So we get this Cody versus Jey Uso. Now, before the match, we can come back with some context that you will definitely need, because it's going to probably hit us in a story later on. Because Tama Tonga and Talaola showed up and attacked Finn Balor backstage. They choked him with a pipe. Tama said he's clearing out his past. The Bloodline shadow is all over this SmackDown. And Jey Uso came out repping Bloodline interests. He hugged Sami, told him the title stays in the family. So this means, so this main event isn't just a match, is going to be a political play for who controls the championship. The match itself, 15 minutes, I think it was. Jay hit the spear somewhere down the line. Where is it? Oh, they didn't put that many photos. Regardless, even though this picture doesn't show it, Jay does hit a spear. Lock in the sleeper. That almost got it, but Cody eventually wins. Now, Jay was hoping to do the sleeper that made him win at WrestleMania 41, but Cody hit a second crossroads and put him away clean. So Cody Rhodes, once again, within the span of few days, 9 days to be exact, is your #1 contender once again, after losing the belt in Riyadh. And now, I have to ask you guys the question this whole video has been building for. Is Sami just keeping the title warm for Cody? Think about it. You give Sami the felt good moment in Riyadh, right? You do it as a fast track. Cody back into the title picture, right? Not in a month, not after a challenger cycle. And the match is on Raw, not in a premium event. That is not how you book a champion. You're invested in long term. That's how you book a transitional champion. EQ saying Ova's supposed to address the situation on Raw tomorrow, according to Adam Pearce's preview. Well, we'll see tomorrow. By the time that show shows up, this clip will be up. Everyone can talk about it. We'll see. Because they know they have to talk about it now, because everyone complained about it this past week. Ova dropped the belt and now everyone's complaining about it. Of course they have to talk about it. The same way people complain about booking decisions and all this other stuff, and CM Punk had to do a second pipe bomb in this year. This is how they address it. But you know what would be smarter than having to address it is setting up the story correctly, telling people, hey, I have no better way to explain it. Say, just set up the damn story correctly. If your plan was really for Oba to not do it, then don't set him up for King of the Ring. Set it up for a way for him to lose somewhere down the line cleanly. But they didn't. And now not only you disrespect the hard work Oba did, in my opinion, you're spitting on the King of the Ring tournament, which has more prestige than anyone in this freaking roster right now. That is the tournament that built great champions that everyone loves. Bret Hart, Kurt Angle, Stone Cold. That was the event that made Stone Cold Austin 316, correct? So spitting on that freaking legacy of the King of the Ring by doing this kind of theatric is bullshit. Flat out done. It's bullshit. Why? Because we need a bigger payout for Minneapolis, so we need to book Brock versus Oba. Fine. Then do it in a better way. Do a better story about it. Then Brock should have came back for the title and one of the titles instead of Oba Femi at Clash of Italy. That way he gets the belt, then go F's up Oba Femi. I don't know. Do something that makes sense. You don't even need a title for Oba versus Brock, honestly. It helps Oba, but whatever. Like, they are just reacting to a situation that everyone's complaining about. That's why it's happening tomorrow. But anyway, we can continue with this. But I appreciate your comment. It's just annoying that that's what they always constantly do. But maybe it was all intended. Because that's what they're going to say. It was always part of the plan. They're going to put that in what the Unreal show. They say, oh, it's always been part of the plan to do this. I can't wait what they say for Unreal when it comes to John Cena turning heel. They're going to say, it's always been the plan. And this is how we're going to... It was part of the plan for him to turn heel. But I would like to know a little more about it. But honestly, Unreal, you can take it or leave it as a show. It could be real, actually real, or it could be another layer of fictionalized storytelling told to us to make us believe there's stuff. Who knows? Anyway, when it comes to Cody and Sami, here's the one thing. And some critics online see it too, because articles like Bleacher Report also flat out said that for the audience to accept Cody as a babyface, he cannot win the title back this fast without a backlash, which is going to happen. We'll see what happens tomorrow, because there's already fatigue with the relentless Cody push that we've been having. It was great in the beginning, but now it's getting a little too stale. So WWE is walking a tightrope. If Cody wins on Raw, a chunk of the audience revolts at this point. If Sami wins on Raw, then what was the point of putting Cody back on the spot 9 days later, unless the whole intent is for maybe for someone to interrupt them, or specifically Cody, and set up another match with Cody at SummerSlam. Chances are it's probably gonna be, there might be a Viper slithering in Raw this coming week, setting up a part 2 of their brawl, because it didn't end so nicely at WrestleMania 41. So maybe this is the second coming. We will see. So let's talk about is there a point to rushing Cody back to #1 contender? Because honestly, it accomplishes maybe one of two things. Either it sets up Sami to beat Cody clean on Raw and prove that his reign is legit, or it's the soft launch of the title going back to Cody before SummerSlam. There's probably no third option that makes Sami look strong long term. Maybe that's the point of doing this. We'll see. Now, when it comes to this, Sami, for me, has to win on Raw. Again, clean, decisive, because if he does, this reign has a spine. And everything I question about the Saudi moment gets answered finally. But if Cody takes it back on a random Raw, a Raw in Chicago, a few days after Riyadh, then we'll know that Sami moment was exactly what a lot of us feared. A moment. A viral moment on Twitter, on TikTok, and not a reign itself. So for me, Sami Zayn as Undisputed WWE Champion, the first Arab champion in company history, pinned the champion in Riyadh. His first defense is Monday on Raw in Chicago against Cody Rhodes. And that match tells us everything about how this is a reign or just a rest stop towards SummerSlam. Now, Io Sky, Queen of the Ring, booked into a SummerSlam rematch with Liv Morgan that we've already seen. Already absorbing Judgment Day heat, needs a fresh wrinkle fast, or it's the most predictable match on the card. Oba Femi, King of the Ring, who handed back his title shot to fight Brock Lesnar in a Hell in a Cell match. Star making if they nail it, wasted crown if they don't. Cody Rhodes, #1 contender 9 days after losing the belt. It's the most divisive booking decision on the board so far. Anyway, here's my question for you guys today. Who is Sami Zayn's best first title defense? Is it Cody? Is it Gunther in a rematch where Sami actually pins the ring general? Is it a fresh face? Drop your pick and we can discuss it further in the comments. And do me a favor, as always, if the T hit right, hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.